Today is April 15th, 2015. Kin 1212 Human. On a day like today, 80 years ago in 1935, the first real steps towards a peaceful world were taken in Washington, D.C. The Roerich Pact was first agreed to by 21 nations of the Americas and signed as a treaty in the White House, in the presence of President Franklin Delano Roosevelt, by all the members of the Pan American Union. It was later signed by other countries also. The year 2015 marks the 80th anniversary of the signing of this groundbreaking treaty. The history of international treaties shows us how many of them were relevant and applicable to the times in which they were signed, but then lapsed into irrelevance. The Roerich Pact, however, has kept its heart and its life, and is linked to the needs of today's chaotic world as much as ever. In so many countries, we see a deterioration of cultural values and a disregard for the right of all cultural treasures to have their own continued existence, forever protected and unimpeded. We see destruction of life, property, and the inheritance of the creative genius of the nations. One can only hope that a greater awareness of the importance of humanity's cultural heritage will increase, rather than deteriorate. There is no greater value to a nation than its culture. It was the visionary artist and mystic Nicholas Roerich, along with his wife, Helena, who, inspired by the devastating effects of World War I, introduced to the world the banner of peace as a universal symbol and emblem to represent the wish of humanity to rise above war. This banner has been flown globally as a sign of peace through culture since 1930, and even orbited our planet 144 times on a Russian spacecraft, becoming the first message of peace outside the confines of the Earth. This distinctive banner has 3 red circles within a greater circle in a white flag. The flag's color is a dark red or magenta to symbolize the color of our blood, which is the same for all people. The upper circle represents spirituality, which unifies the truth of all religions, that we can all join no matter what our beliefs are. The 2 inferior circles represent art and science. The circles around the 3 circles represent culture, the unification of art, science, and spirituality. Since then, the banner of peace has been praised by various notables people such as Albert Einstein, George Bernard Shaw, and H.G. Wells. The Roerich Pact states that the scientific, artistic, educational, and cultural institutions shall be considered as neutral and as such respected and protected by belligerents, without any discrimination as to the state allegiance of said monuments and institutions. Use may be made of a distinctive flag, red circle with a triple red sphere in the circle on a white background, which credits them to special protection and respect. This way, any cultural activity site around the world can raise this flag to declare itself neutral, independent from forces of combat, and protected by an international treaty. Even though the banner was created to protect the artistic monuments that are part of humankind's heritage, it is today more than ever, in the middle of the difficult moments we're going through, when the banner of peace incarnates its profound meaning, speaking to the consciousness of people to preserve not only artistic treasures, but also spiritual values that will help preserve life on our planet. These words are from Alicia Rodriguez, the president of the Banner of Peace International Committee. April 15th, time is art meets time is money. On April 5 to 6 on 2011, the 17th General Assembly of AIAP, IAA World, holding its meeting in Guadalajara, world associations founded in 1954, voted unanimously the proposal brought by Turkey and co-signed by several world delegate countries. The AIAP General Assembly accepted the birthday of Leonardo da Vinci, April 15th, as World Art Day. It is quite interesting to notice that the US Tax Day and World Art Day are contemplated at the same time, since each of these celebrations represented two time frequencies, artificial time and organic time, operating on planet Earth and upholding two opposite paradigms. Time is art versus time is money. Please also notice that Tax Day has been since the beginning of the 20th century the catapult for Uncle Sam, equaling U.S. patriarchal figure, propaganda icon who upholds and promotes the noble duties and twisted values of modern U.S. doctrine. Go to war and pay your taxes. At the same time, the propaganda cartoon seems to be a fictional character inspired in the twisted image of Abraham Lincoln, the man whose message of freedom and equality and opposition to slavery provoked his assassination or martyrdom, also on April 15, 1865. If we now examine the date occult numerical qualities, we can start to understand the synchronic and symbolic power associated to this date from the time perspective. April 15th is the 105th day of the year. It would be 106 days in leap years in the Gregorian calendar. There are 260 days remaining until the end of the year. For those readers or listeners familiar with the 1320 organic time frequency, these numbers have a very special significance. While there are 260 days in one galactic spin or harmonic cycle, there are 365, meaning 364 plus 1 days, per one solar or 13 moon cycle. So there is a 105-day difference between the two natural timing programs that coordinate the synchronic order, 1320, 260, and 1328, 364 plus 1. April 15th seems to be then a sort of hidden coordinating factor within the Gregorian count. Roerich plus Da Vinci equals time is art. As an additional sign of the intrinsic synchronic and energetic resonance between Nicholas Roerich and Leonardo da Vinci, it is timely and relevant to point out that, according to several researchers, Roerich believed himself to be a reincarnation of Leonardo da Vinci. Source articles: Nicholas Roerich, An Extraordinary Life, Nicholas Roerich and the Kalachakra Tantra. When we add the two galactic signatures of these revolutionary artists, we are left with a key numerical and revelatory frequency. Kin 204, Nicholas Roerich, plus Kin 177, Leonardo da Vinci, equal 381, minus 260 equal 121. 11 times 11. Kin 121, for Dragon, is the galactic signature of the discovery of the law of time by José Argüelles during his visit to the Museum of Time in Geneva, Switzerland on December 10, 1989. The purpose and goal of art as a means of furthering cosmic evolution will be understood and elevated as the primary goal of all human life, with the end of transforming Earth itself into a work of art. José Argüelles Balumbotan. As a vehicle for modeling the new standard of time, for contributing research into the potential of human evolution, synchronized with the Earth's electromagnetic field, and for establishing a universal peace plan based upon the knowledge of the law of time, the mission of the Foundation for the Law of Time is as vast as it is unique. Beyond the threshold of 2012, Teilhard de Chardin's Omega Point, the Foundation's goal is nothing less than universal peace. The program for applying this new calendar is called the 13 Moon Calendar Change Peace Plan, a calendar change that provides the perfect opportunity for the human race to take a much-needed pause, lay down its arms, and rethink its priorities while there is still time. The 13 Moon Calendar Change Peace Plan is a people's initiative that recognizes the need to unify our species based on a new knowledge of time and a new vision of the cosmos. The cause of this peace plan is furthered by the promotion of the banner of peace and the principle of peace through culture. To this end, the Foundation sponsors worldwide the annual Day Out of Time Planetary Peace Through Culture Festival every July 25th. In consideration of the current lack of peace in the world, as well as the general confusion in human relations and the uncertainty and emotional instability that plague virtually every human on Earth today, there is no question that the number one problem affecting the planet is the human inability to control the mind. And where does war begin? In a thought the mind could not control? Can meditation really make a difference? If everyone on earth truly practiced mindfulness, there would be no war. We invite you to join our Global Peace Meditations every Friday, Cilio, as well as during this coming Day Out of Time on July 25th, 2015, Kin 113, Red Solar Skywalker. A day to come together and celebrate peace through culture, universal forgiveness, and time is art. Visualize from your heart a rainbow bridge around the earth, uniting humanity in the victory of peace. I am one with the earth and myself are one mind. If you like what you heard, we really need your help and support. Please donate to the Foundation for the Law of Time. We are working very hard, many people around the world, to make this information be available to many people who really need to know about the change of calendar and how the importance of bringing a new paradigm of time will help us achieve that peace that we so long for. We are all volunteers and we need your help to keep this going. Please visit us at www.lawoftime.org or visit our Facebook page.